divisions on lock. You know, you would think that me and Fluffy would be a title contention for the little Chechnyan, but I mean, where's that guy? It's Ramadan. He's gonna go probably fight Nasruddin. He's gonna spring his ovaries. Like, the guy's out of commission for a very long time. So it's more of like, just give me a paycheck, let me make some money. You know, I wanted Fluffy. I asked for it. He wanted it. I think stylistically, I've never really done much grappling, especially later in my career. So it was more of a test that I wanted. And, you know, the guy's on like a 8 fight winning streak. So what better of a name can you have to beat? Oh no, I think I'm gonna out grapple him. I think we will grapple. I'm not the hardest guy to take down. I don't care if I get taken down. I think it's gonna be a 5-round grappling match. I'll out grapple him and I'll TKO him in the 4th or 5th.
He posted a Photoshop job of you and him, and he's in the ice outfit.
I've seen that.
Made its way to you. Yeah. Obviously, stuff like that I don't think seems to probably faze you, right? But the fact that you actually get the chance to punch him after that kind of thing, does that make it a little sweeter at all? Or?
Honestly, like, I laughed when I seen that. I was like, if that's the best you got to get in my head, it's gonna be a long night. That does not faze me. It's up, yeah, and I don't like seeing like that. I don't like that my people gotta go through like that, you know what I mean? But it's life, and that's the reality of it. Some people are just dirtbags and like to bring it up. But dude, I'm excited for the fight. Like I said, I hope he keeps that same online energy in the cage, because I'm gonna torture him.
I think that, like, I think I'm probably the only one that could beat Chimaev.
He said that you're terrible for the division and he's the only guy out there to beat you. What do you say to that?
I say this guy always talks so much. We'll see.
Because you guys trained together and Trick talks mad a few times, right?
We did spar a lot before, but that's why he's so mad.
Fair enough. Well, this guy choked him out as well.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm talking a lot of shit about Sean. I'm not.
Like, if I accomplish all my accomplishments, like, obviously by 25, if I'm able to already try to challenge for the second belt on the second division and defend it a couple times and stuff. If I still haven't done that, then I'm gonna keep going. But I'm saying if I've done what I've wanted to do,
that makes sense.
I don't want to keep just fighting. I don't want to get in there with another hungry guy that wants something that I already have when I don't really care about.
Ты тоже работай, Алан.
Not just because I'm Hamza's team, but if I would look at the situation from Hamza's side, you know, Hamza versus Pereira, it would be the fight that would sell the most, and Hamza would be fighting for another belt. For Hamza, it's plus. It's great, you know? And he's moving up to another division, you know, people can question. He can take out probably part of the pressure on his shoulder, you know, but he's not the kind of guy that's gonna come up with excuses in case things don't go his way. But probably he would be fighting even more relaxed if he would move up. This is me having the vision by Hamza's side if I would be him. So if I would be Pereira, I would never accept that fight, because let's be honest, okay? Hamza, it would be the challenger. Pereira would have to defend, but Pereira already have 2 belts, and he have the opportunity now to accomplish something that nobody ever done before in the history of the UFC. Win the third belt in the third division. You know, if I would be Pereira, the same as it's great for Hamza to try a second belt, for Pereira it's amazing to try the third.
Exactly.
If I would be Pereira, I would say, Hamza, ciao, I have bigger goals. I go for the third belt.
Exactly.
So, but could that fight happen? Yes, now we come to another, imagine another scenario.
And I saw a video of Gina Carano giving an interview, and she didn't look good. She gained like an unhealthy amount of weight, and my first thought was like, oh my God, what can I do? What can I do to help? And the reason why I had that thought was because she's the one woman, not only in MMA that doesn't owe me a damn thing, but that I owe immensely. And I'm always trying to look out of what I could do for her. And, you know, she's, her family owns Caesar Palace in Rebel Oil. Like there's nothing I could really do for her, except for when I was in a similar spot, when I was, you know, depressed and gave up in the world and inadvertently gave up on myself. What I needed was a goal and something to reignite my passion again. And I always said that Gina is the one person I'd come back to fight for. And I thought, you know what, like she needs this. She needs this fight. And the more that I thought about it, I was like, you know what, I need this. I really need this fight. And I reached out to Dana and asked him if he would be interested in it. And it didn't exactly work out with the UFC, but it led us to here today.
Huge fight announcement. Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey have announced they're fighting May 16th. This fight, I mean, I don't know if you guys recall back, it was like early, it was pretty much the middle of the summer last year. Big John McCarthy and I were talking about it on the Weigh In podcast. And we just talked about if there was going to be a fight, because Ronda had got back to training, she was training with Kat Zingano. It was sometime around the summer last year, I believe. They've been working on this fight for that long. And the fact that they had taken it to the UFC could kind of like just shut it down or just had no interest in putting it on. It kind of baffles me a little bit. Right now, with the state of where women's MMA is, I love watching women's MMA. I enjoy watching them go out there and lay it all on the line. But this was one of those fights that I really feel like could have put a little bit more fire. Could have put some fire back into the female weight classes. It's been a little stagnant as of probably the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. But ultimately, I think the UFC decided to pass on it, as we can see, and Jake Paul was there to snatch it up. Good on him for putting this together. Good on him for giving these females a platform to have this fight, because there's a lot of nostalgia to this fight. I gotta be honest, man. I couldn't think of a better fight for me to sit down and watch. Fantastic card. Like, this is gonna be a fantastic card. There's more fights to be added to this that I know that they've been working on for a while. And just let them come to fruition. Hopefully they all work out, but I'm looking forward to it. So great job by Jake Paul, great job by Kanisa, great job by them putting this on. And Netflix, solid, man, very solid. So those of you guys that are hating on this, casuals, man. Y'all are just haters. This is a great fight. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to unfold here and unwrap here. So great, looking forward to it, man. May 16th, don't miss it. Gina and Ronda.
Chris Cyborg retweeted an article of Ronda where she talked about neurological issues as a result of taking punches. Cyborg added, "All those years of ducking me at 145 when we were both in our prime. I thought you had CTE or something." Conor tweeted and deleted, "I have been offered an opponent and a date and I accept, waiting on my contract."
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got